Man, I promise I'ma take it to the peak. I was on fuels, now I'm on full, no pool. I remember when my tank was on E. I swear. Bet on me, 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 bet on me.
So as of this recording, we saw night 1 of the draft. Night 2 is tomorrow. As of this recording, I guess that's the most recent thing that's been going on. So I'll get y'all's take on that. What did y'all think of the draft so far? I know I got my feelings.
Want to kick it off?
I mean, shit. I mean, it's the closest stuff.
I'm not a big fan. None of it. I'm not a fan of none of it.
We go.
Let's get it.
I'm Jim Cornette of this whole situation here.
Of what? Of the draft this year, or the brand split completely?
Oh, he's
the brand split. Hey, look, I was around for the first brand split. So
Me too.
let's not go to the brand split thing. Like, I'm an attitude era, baby. I'm an old head. I seen the new era and all that. So for this draft to come on, it was completely asinine. I don't like it. Some of the draft moves was just out of proportion. You know, a lot of storylines that y'all had possibly could have used from NXT all the way to SmackDown from Raw. Y'all missed out on big opportunities on that standpoint. That's why I don't like the draft. See, the draft was already cool as long as they were straight where they was at right now. Everybody had enough time, build up a storyline, build up some type of movement towards something. But then they throw the draft into play, and I was like, "Oh, storyline time!" Like, what the fuck you lost me? Oh, man. Sorry, my fault. What can and can't say on here? First of all, bro,
we not on network television. We not on cable. You can say whatever you want. It don't like you good.
Sniffle fits. I just want to say that.
Shamal, what you think about
it? Just don't get too racial, okay? We have buffers, okay? We gotta censor some of this shit. We gotta censor some of this shit later. Like, we can't say all this stuff.
I gotta censor some of this shit. All right, Shemai, what you think?
It really wasn't no point of the draft because all still on the same show.
Bro, that's what bothered me about it.
It wasn't no point in the draft at all. Like,
it was a regular grab.
The biggest change that we got, Carmelo Hayes coming to SmackDown and Braun Breaker moving to Raw.
Right. We knew that already, though. Like, they still have yet to actually use these guys.
Well, they still had more stuff to do in NXT, so I'm fine with that. But like, so
really?
Yeah. I mean, Carmelo had the beef with. No, I mean Carmelo went back to NXT to have the beef with Trick, and then Braun the stuff with Barons. I'm okay with them finishing that.
First off, Carmelo almost killed goddamn Cody. Carmelo almost killed Cody.
If y'all don't know where we looking at,
was that for dramatic effect? When the echo came?
If y'all don't know where we looking right now, and we do that, we have the mic right here. So yeah, it's like
Carmelo.
I can't wait. So
yeah, so if Triple H and everybody, I'm okay with them not wanting to fuck with the current rosters. I'm okay with that. I actually agree with that. But if y'all gonna do that, don't promote a draft. Like, that's where I feel I kind of hustled. Like, just don't do the draft. Just say we're not doing a draft this year. That's all you gotta do. There's no problem with that. Do trades every now and then. Yeah, we good. It doesn't have to be a draft.
I just say have your invasion moment as always. Just go to your invasion moment. If you have a problem with somebody on another fucking goddamn show, you go over there, have a little storyline where y'all bounce back and forth, and then that'll keep more kind of spicy instead of just having at the time. It's almost like how Roman did before he kind of like when he was bouncing back and forth a lot. He wasn't fighting.
I do like how Roman pulled out of the draft. I thought that was cool. That kind of added intrigue. It was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because that was going to be an obvious number one and number two pick.
He's taking vacation.
Yeah.
So then you got I don't know where Jimmy gonna end up. Is he gonna stay on?
I was just talking about this earlier. I feel like might go to Raw. Him and Jay are gonna have another showdown because
a showdown. Are they gonna reunite? Because Jimmy now looking crazy.
You gotta build that back up. Because it's gonna take some time. These two brothers we just seen go at, and honestly, the little brother won. So that's a big pill to swallow as an older sibling.
And which one is this? And which one is this? That's how I feel about the Uso. That's how I feel about the Uso. Which one are we talking about?
You don't feel like Jey Uso is really like shine?
Man, that's it.
Climb?
That's all I know. The difference is G. If I know anything else, man, I don't know what to say about it. I know it's crazy. Shit, it's crazy. Look, man, we talking about a copy and paste, and one just ain't got all the attributes. One is only a 79 overall, and one is an 85.
We talking about 2K overalls right now?
No, I'm just saying, as far as like, you want me to say A list or B list? Do y'all want to really get into y'all how y'all know what I'm saying?
Hold on, because I got the game actually going.
Man, I don't give a fuck about anybody's 2K overall. Dog, I don't care about that. No, but dog, like the way Jay gets that crowd moving, though, the way he's able to evoke emotion, like that's huge. He has everybody on beat when they do that. You know how hard it is to do that. Like bro is killing it. I'm amazed of how not all tag team guys are able to do that. And for someone who's a tag team guy his whole life, for him to get to that level to where people like are eating out the palm of his hand is amazing. I don't know what Jimmy gonna do, but that shit was crazy. Now that match at Mania upset me because everybody wanted it to be a classic and it wasn't.
I'm not professional, okay?
I can tell.
No, you're not.
The music you playing was clearly gonna get his ass booted. For 5 seconds of that shit.
Why is you playing music? Drew, what are you doing?
I asked you how to mute the TV.
The TV fucked up.
Damn, you could have told me that.
You didn't. Shit. Him on that goddamn shit. This is my first time on this band, so you got me looking back.
My man.
If y'all was in control of Jimmy Uso, what would you do with him at this point?
That's a good question. So I don't want, even though the Usos are my personal favorite tag team of all time, I don't want a reunion so quick because I don't want Jimmy to be a shackle around Jey Uso's ankle because Jay's doing so well, and I don't want him to be held back. I want him to like go as far as he can. He's more than likely not winning the World Heavyweight title at Backlash, but still. The fact that he's in a headlining spot says a lot. And if he goes back to the tag team, he's going to be a tag team guy. It's going to be like Kofi winning the WWE title and then losing it. Okay, and now I'm in the tag team again. It's like it never happened. I don't want that for Jay. I didn't want it for Kofi. I don't want it for Jay.
Yeah.
So I know I don't want to do that.
Right. Yeah, I was saying at this point, like how big of a breakout star Jay has become, he don't even need at this point. He just need to keep rising up from that. Keep riding off that momentum.
Yeah, I really wanted them to have a rematch.
They gonna get one, and they might get one.
But I don't know now because from a psychology aspect, even though Jimmy's character hasn't made sense ever since he convinced Jay to leave the bloodline, and then he cost Jay
went back and
say he didn't do it because of Roman, and then he joined blood. So he already don't make no sense. But he would like double, triple down on not making sense if he got humbled by the bloodline and still be
I want that. It's that I also want that spotlight mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like you did it for my brother, why can't you do it for me too?
It's the insecurity.
Yeah.
Turn that shit
older sibling or not, like you are supposed to be probably one of the biggest stars right now, but your brother is, he tired of it. He just tired of.
And then the match happened at Mania. I think I was expecting, silly me, right? I was expecting a classic among classics. I ain't gonna say I was expecting Brett versus Owen level, but I was expecting something like that. And it just, I know they said something about time constraints and shit like that. Wayne came out, and he did the Millie shit, and that seemed like even that was cut a little short. So it already felt like they were running out of time. But like,
I mean, from the match,
what a disappointment!
It seemed like they had a lot of time. From the match, the way the match was going, it seemed like they had a lot of time.
It dragged me.
I wanted a rematch.
Yeah, even watching it, I was like, okay, like y'all, I'm impressed with everything that's going on so far. The longevity is there, but
right.
what else are we missing? Like, what else are we missing something here? Like,
no moment. Oh, it wasn't no moment memorable.
It wasn't, and it had every.
I mean,
recipe
the
to
only
be that.
actual
You had the
moment,
chemistry of
the
them.
only actual moment I would say was the uncensored "get your ass up" moment. That was pretty much it.
And they teased it with the look in each other's eyes, and then when they about to shake hands or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like they teased that. Like I remember years ago, I can't remember if it was Jimmy or Jay. They were in an interview, and one of them said their dream was to wrestle each other at Mania. That was their dream. And I remember at the time hearing that, thinking that'd be cool for them, but I just don't see how that happens. And then it happened. It beautifully is just crafted in their hand, and it just happened. You know what I mean? It really wasn't anything spectacular. You know what I mean? And I'm a fan of both of them, so that was disappointing. That portion of it. So
Hey,
I don't know where
Jimmy
goes, man.
Can wish Jay a speedy recovery though, man. Me and Jimmy, we want Jimmy back. We do want Jimmy back.
Man, y'all quit talking all that gibberish. Oh, my fault.
Oh, you good.
So then you had Tamatanga.
I've been waiting on this moment right here.
They got a lot of dog. Yo, Samoans be fucking. Samoans be fucking. They be fucking. Like how? Like shit. Like the bloodline story is never gonna end.
There will always be a bloodline. There will always be a bloodline.
Shout out to the Chief for doing this, right, man. He made sure that the Rock and all of them had they road paved that forever.
Forever.
That's smart though.
They be nutting out superstars, bro, left and right.